TxStampin, Sharon. I have a really sweet card to share with you today, and it's all about the fall, y'all. I am showcasing one of my team members' cards. It's so pretty, and I'm like, I am so inspired to make it even better. Let's see how I did. If you currently already don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd be honored to help you with your Stampin' Up! Supply needs. You can find out how to contact me, my blog, how to sign up for my newsletter, all of that below the video. Just click that Read More button. If you've not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that. You can do that below and then hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I upload a video or I go live on YouTube. Let's get started. Here's the card that my downline Donna sent me, and it's just stunning. I loved every bit of it. She even did a little bit of shimmer mist, and then she has the different colors of the foils. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a gorgeous card. So I wanted to make another one, but I couldn't figure out how to make it any better. But I'm gonna make it different. So we will see which one we like the best. Although, how can you beat this one, right? It's gorgeous. I'm using the Gather Together stamp set and the dies. I'm gonna be doing some embossing. So I have my Versamark ready. I have my gold gilded gems. And then I'm going to be using this ribbon. It is from a combo pack, the basket weave combo ribbon, and it is a copper. Y'all, if y'all have watched me for a hot minute, you know how much I love copper, so this really spoke to me. So these are the brushed metallic foils that Stampin' Up! Has started carrying, and I wanted to show you the difference. This is my beloved copper, and then this is brushed copper. Can you tell the difference on the camera? I hope so. It is just so pretty. It's so different. I mean, I've always loved my copper, but this is my new favorite. So I've already cut out 3 leaves from the 3 different foils that are in the brushed metallics. By the way, you get 6 sheets in that, which I love because there's more of it to play with. I have some scraps of Mary Merlot, cinnamon cider, and pumpkin pie. I have my card pieces already, and my card base. I'm actually doing mine different. My downlines opened up this way. I opted to go with a 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. I have a layer of Mary Merlot that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. I have a layer of Very Vanilla that is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and that will be matted like that. And then I have a piece of Very Vanilla that is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and that will go on the inside of my card. I've already cut out my sentiment layers, and I used the layering circles for my layers. So we're going to start building our card base, and I'm going to put the ribbon on first because I have figured out on my own that sometimes I forget it. So we're going to make sure we don't forget. Add a little bit of, add some Seal. We're adding some Seal Plus. We're just going to add the ribbon to the bottom. And then I always like to add some more adhesive to hold that ribbon in place. We're going to add this to our Mary Merlot. I have not used Mary Merlot in a while. And I'm like, it's so pretty. To me, it's more of a wintry color, but I was like, oh, but it can be for fall. there we go. We're going to do some stamping, and I still have my embossing buddy that Stampin' Up! Used to sell. So I still use mine. If you don't have any, you want to get the static out of your cardstock. So if you don't have one, you could probably order one online. I know I've seen them, other craft online stores have them. Or you could just use some cornstarch in a sock. It does the same thing. Or a dryer sheet. So we're going to set these aside. Okay. So now we're doing our cinnamon cider and our sentiment layer. Now we're going to pour gold embossing powder over all of our stamped images. And now we're going to heat set. So we are ready to put our card together, and I decided I wanted a 4th leaf. I forgot that, so I went ahead and stamped one real quick and took care of that. And we are just going to start adding our leaves and deciding which one we want to go where. So I'm going to start with the cinnamon cider because I am going to be touching the Mary Merlot right here on the side. And we're just going to add a little bit of glue. And I'm going to come up a little bit higher this time, and I'm going to show you the difference in my cards. They're going to be really similar, but I have found when I'm making cards, no two are ever alike. So I was kind of wondering what would happen if we come over this way some. And do more of a cluster in the middle than on the side. Now we're ready to add these beautiful, I mean, can you see that, how pretty it is? I bet you can't see the brushed, but I can, but it's just so pretty. So then to decide which leaves do we want where, and we're going to bring our sentiment in. We're just going to kind of look at it and decide. Okay, so I'm thinking I want the bigger leaves on the sides. And we're just going to continue down like this. Now the liquid glue does take a second to set. And of course we need some dimensionals. Don't y'all love it? There's 2 sides to every piece of cardstock. Did you know that? It's the best thing about Stampin' Up! Cardstock. Oh gosh. 2-sided. Yep, perfect. All right, and we're going to come in like this. So pretty. Great fall card. All right, so now where are we going to add our gilded gems since I went all up in here? Maybe here. Oops. Here. Let's really change it up. Let's just go over here. Okay. So here is the first one I did. So I kept them here to the left, but I wanted to see what would happen if we pulled it all over the card. And then I actually went back and tied a bit of ribbon. I don't know if we could do that with this since I centered it, but let's look. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe we'll do it on this side. I don't know. What do we think? I love them both. All right, let's bring my downlines back in. So I went more of a darker colors than what she did. But I'm telling you, I really love her card. So I'm going to have all the measurements and everything on my blog for what Donna did on her card. If I can ever help you figure out things like how could I change something, I would love to do that. It's just fun. It's just fun to be creative, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope I taught you some things. Happy stamping, y'all.